Welcome, beautiful souls. I'm Sue Williams, and this is another episode of Energy Intuition Transformation on the wonderful Moonstruck TV and A1R Psychic Radio. So thank you once again for joining me. I'm so glad you're here today, actually, because we're entering what I call the mirror portal. Now, it's not an ordinary mirror. It's the kind that doesn't reflect your face, but reflects your soul. And what's more, it uses the people around you to do it. Now, you may have noticed some people in our lives feel like blessings, and others, well, let's just say they challenge us to the core. But what if every single one of them is a mirror? Today, we'll explore how the universe uses other people to reflect back the soul lessons that we are ready to learn. We'll talk about projection, triggers, and transformation, and how you can stop reacting and start receiving that deeper message that you're supposed to hear. And we'll do a short guided meditation to tune into what one of your current mirror people might be trying to teach you so that you can soften, release, and evolve. And that's what we're all in the process of doing. So let's begin with our oracle card of the week. And I love drawing the oracle cards. So this week, once again, I've drawn a card from one of my absolute favorite decks, the Clarifying Life Situations Oracle. I just love this deck. It's amazing. And the card that I have drawn this week is See What's Real in the Reversed Position. Probably can't see it, but I'll tell you what the message is. It's to observe with clarity. True insight lies beyond the surface. And what a perfect message for this week's theme, the mirror portal. When the card appears reversed, it's a gentle nudge from the universe reminding us that we may be looking at people or situations through the fog of emotion, assumption, or projection. And this card is here to remind us to pause, breathe, and go just that little bit deeper. When we feel triggered or confused by others, we often react to what we think is happening instead of what truly is. So you have to ask yourself, are we reacting to an old story? Are we projecting our own doubts or wounds? Are we missing the soul lesson that's being offered to us? Now, this card, See What's Real in the Reversed Position, invites us to take off the metaphorical filters and look again with clear eyes and a calm heart, because that's when truth reveals itself. And let's carry this insight with us as we continue exploring how people show up as reflections of our soul path. The mirror isn't here to judge you. It's here to help you evolve. So the mirror portal, what does that mean? Let's begin with what this mirror portal really is. In spiritual psychology and metaphysics, it's said that every person you meet is either a reflection of your love or a call for it. Now, this doesn't mean that you deserve hurtful behavior or that you're responsible for someone else's choices, but it does mean that your reactions and emotional responses can offer profound insight into your subconscious patterns. Maybe someone triggers you, that sharpness in your chest, that feeling of being dismissed or unseen. Or maybe you're drawn to someone magnetically without any logic, and they activate something joyful or maybe painful deep within. These people are mirrors. They show us what we admire but haven't claimed in ourselves, what we fear but what we haven't healed, what we judge because we once suppressed that, or what we're finally ready to embrace. In this way, the universe uses human connection as a divine teaching tool. You don't have to go seeking mirrors. They show up in your family, your workplace, your social feeds, your clients, your exes, and even your pets. So let's do a short meditation about the message in the mirror and tune in to this mirror wisdom. Now, as always, please don't listen to this meditation while driving or operating any machinery. If you need your full concentration at this time, please listen with your eyes open and return to experience this meditation with the replay. So, if you're safe, seated, and comfortable, begin by closing your eyes if it's safe to do so, and take a moment to get comfortable. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently soften your body and start to relax. Let the breath find its rhythm. No forcing, no pressure, just a wave in and a wave out. Now, imagine standing before a glowing mirror, but instead of your face, this mirror shows you a person. This might be someone currently in your life, someone from the past who still lingers in your energy field. Let whoever needs to appear just appear. Don't judge the choice, just notice who shows up. Now ask silently, what do you reflect back to me? What soul lesson are you offering me? Pause for a moment and listen. The message may come as a word, an emotion, or an image, maybe even just a memory. Now, from a place of higher self-awareness, simply say inward, thank you for showing me what I am ready to see. I am open to healing. I am ready to shift. Take one more deep, slow breath. Feel your heart soften, not because you agree with everything, but because you no longer wish to carry that emotional charge. And when you're ready, slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring yourself back and open your eyes if they were closed and return to your full awareness. Now let's talk about mirror lessons and the 3 common reflections. They show up in people's lives quite often, and they may have shown up in yours. So let's just go through them and see if any of these lessons trigger something in you, bring something forward that you may have forgotten. And we're talking about triggers, and let's look at triggers as truth pointers. Someone maybe pushes your buttons and brings forth jealousy, impatience, guilt, or rage. But rather than spiral into anger, ask yourself, what part of me is being activated? And what does that part need? Triggers aren't weaknesses. They're GPS signals pointing towards unresolved stories. So you need to ask yourself what this is all about. Think deeply and let whatever comes forward come forward. Now, the second one is golden shadows. Sometimes what we admire in confidence are parts of us that we've suppressed or forgotten. So instead of putting someone on a pedestal, ask yourself, where does that live in me? Just waiting to be claimed. Golden shadows are clues to your next soul expansion and soul contracts for growth. There are certain people whose presence forces evolution, even when it feels uncomfortable. Sometimes they're here to teach us boundaries, sometimes forgiveness, sometimes self worth. So ask yourself, why did my soul call this dynamic into being? Even a painful connection can hold light if we review it with awareness and work out why it has come through to us. So, some practical tips using the mirror portal in daily life. You don't need a special room or ceremony to use this concept. Here's how to make it part of your spiritual toolkit. When you feel judged, ask, what part of me still seeks external approval? Who are you looking to get that approval and why? When you feel unseen, as if you're just in the background, no one notices you, ask, am I expressing my truth clearly so people understand me? And when you feel inspired by someone, ask, how can I live into that vibration myself? Each emotional ripple can become a reflection point, turning life into a mirror maze of self discovery. And remember, sometimes you are the mirror for others. Your growth will activate shifts in the people around you without you needing to say a word. So put your best self forward so that the mirror that they're looking into really inspires and encourages them. Now, the mirror portal isn't just about healing old wounds, it's about unlocking new levels of consciousness. Every relationship becomes sacred, every encounter a clue, every emotion an invitation to deepen into your truth. Now, if you'd like to contact me and perhaps talk more about these subjects that I bring up on these wonderful shows each week, just go to my website, holistic-health.au, and just click on the connect button so that you can email me and we can organise a chat. Now, I wish you a blessed week, and until next time, take care of your energy, keep your heart open, and remember, your soul is always speaking. But are you listening? I'll see you soon, so bye for now.